The VIPs may look dazzling in their sharp suits and fancy masks, but what lies beneath is a hollow core which leads to an empty heart, poor morals, and relying on others' suffering to get the slightest hit of thrill in their crazy minds. Let's take a walk in those dark suits and see just what their lives are really like. The morning ritual.
You awaken gradually, not from exhaustion, but from the absence of any form of urgency in your luxurious and laid-back lifestyle. The bed envelops you in overwhelming softness, the kind that resists your efforts to rise, the kind that housekeeping tends to rather than you. You're in no hurry to get up. Your businesses are managed by those below you, and your place is high in the sky. No clocks dictate your schedule. No digital alarms break the calming silence of your room. Only stillness surrounds you, providing both a sense of peace and loneliness. There's very little room at the top, and you wouldn't waste your chance by dragging somebody else along for the ride. Light glows from within the walls, concealed behind smooth panels of marble and gold. The light is warmth but not intense, perfect for the morning mood. You rise, sitting in the bed, and inhale deeply. A scent of cedar is in the air, subtle and luxurious. Someone has already drawn the curtains halfway, revealing the colorful ocean extending beyond the distant cliffs and mansions. Dawn has only recently broken, your usual wake-up time. The room has unnatural tidiness, as if untouched by human presence since its creation. Yet you've occupied it for days, or maybe even a week. Such measurements of time no longer concern you. Your money ensures maids routinely clean up after you, so you just sit back and relax, uncaring about which day of the week it is. Standing, you find your robe waiting for you, freshly cleaned. Deep black fabric with golden embroidery along the edges. You drape it across your shoulders and cross the marble flooring barefoot. The stone's coolness against your feet provides a calming feeling as you approach your already prepared meal. Your mask awaits on a velvet cushion beside the doorway, the same one you don every year, golden, intricately designed in the form of your favorite animal. Piercing eyes, a thin, knowing smile etched into its muzzle. It always appears somewhat self-satisfied. You position it carefully over your face after dressing for the occasion. The interior padding conforms precisely to your features. After adjusting the strap, you glance once at your reflection. The mirrored image returns your gaze, and you see clear as day the value of the man before you. The march. A soft knock interrupts your self-admiration, always 2 taps on the door. Bodyguards stand motionless outside, clothed entirely in black, posture firm and professional. No words are necessary as you open the door and fall into formation behind them. The corridor stretches seemingly infinitely, lit up by sophisticated floor lighting that would cost more than double the average worker's salary. The sound of your footsteps disappear into the soft carpet. No conversation breaks the silence. You pass once again through a gallery of living statues, humans covered in metallic paint and posed as sculptures. Some breathe audibly. You detect movement from one. Another winces as you approach but maintains position. You avoid a prolonged observation. They serve as mere decorations, elements of the atmosphere. They please the eye more than any simple sculpture or painting. The lounge doors slide open automatically as you reach them. Velvet chairs arranged in semicircular formation await your approach. Windows extending from floor to ceiling cover the room. Silver trays supporting crystal decanters lay before you. You proceed to your customary seat, throne-like in both form and cushioning. A server places a glass within reach, clear amber liquid at just the right temperature. You acknowledge with a nod. He retreats silently, having fulfilled your favorite order. The game begins. Screens descend from the ceiling. 16 contestants stand aligned at a glass bridge. You zoom in on the main camera. One participant already trembles visibly at the reveal of the game. Another is emotionally empty after their experiences. You haven't committed their numbers to memory yet, but note one player in particular. The final edition. That's why you recall him. His name was announced late during the second recruitment phase. He appeared disoriented as if boarding the transport had been a mistake of some kind. But somehow he remains among the final contestants. You sip and deliberately observe the competition. The first contestant steps forward, hesitates, then leaps, shatters the initial panel before falling rapidly. No sound of terror, just breaking glass and the collective gasp from those still waiting. The player died before they even understood what happened to them. The second one hesitates far longer, still selects incorrectly on the next step. An identical outcome follows. 2 down already, 2 for 2. You glance toward the betting screen. You selected a mid-sequence contestant. The specific identity is irrelevant since financial gain isn't your main objective here. You attend for the moment of descent, the exact second that someone realizes their life has been wasted. You enjoy seeing the vermin compete to the death over some printed paper you own millions of. The next player attempts to run through without thinking, hoping to luck their way to the end. But they fail to reach the halfway point. Several VIPs emit brief laughter. Not you, though. Such a pathetic attempt wasn't worth attention. Tension builds when one contestant discovers the pattern. Perhaps reflections, perhaps sound. You lean forward slightly. How they know is. Even with understanding, probability eventually takes hold and the player fails to make it to the end. You finish your beverage as multiple others fall to their deaths. Few contestants remain. Number 456 continues standing, continues jumping, continues guessing, continues surviving. You place no wager on him, yet you monitor his progress as he seems to stand out from the others with pure instincts controlling him. When the final tile is crossed and the remaining contestants exit safely, the The lights dim and the game concludes. The lounge returns to darkness. No applause, no commentary. Only silent movement as you and the others rise from the chairs. The guards resume their positions by your side. You retrace your path, past the same strange statues, returning to your suite. Inside, everything has been restored. Fresh robe hanging, bed impeccably made. Screens glowing with a soft light around you. You position yourself on the bed's edge and examine your tablet. A message appears. Final game, scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Player count, 2. You tap received and set the device aside. Then you recline, direct your gaze toward the ceiling, and close your eyes. You don't speculate about the victor, you care only that someone will be defeated in a bloody mess. The final contest. You awaken before the automated lighting activates. The room remains silent. The same fragrance as usual lingers. The same bedding surrounds you. You rise casually. No knock summons you, but you recognize today's significance anyway. The finals. After your morning routine, you exchange no words with anyone during your departure from the suite. The guards maintain their cold composure as you glance around. They avoid eye contact, not wanting to overstep their boundaries. They remain stationary until you enter the corridor. Then they position themselves behind you. The journey to the viewing lounge seems more substantial this morning than before. Heavier somehow. Simply more consequential. The atmosphere is different, quieter and more impactful, as if the room itself anticipates something momentous from the last round of the game. The lounge doors welcome you to the viewing area. The space appears darker, windows obscured. The usual beverage awaits beside your designated seat. You take the central chair, the same position as always. You accept the drink but refrain from drinking it at once, instead waiting for the mouth-watering finale to take place. The screen descends and reveals the players as you analyze their performance. Player 218, composed, focused. The archetypal competitor who navigates the challenges as intended. Player 456, you tilt your head slightly. You remember watching him stumble during the earlier challenges. His elimination should have occurred during the very first round, yet somehow he endures and managed to get this far. The competition begins. Only wind can be heard traversing the arena until the piece is broken by footsteps. They circle each other. One charges, the other evades. A brief struggle leads to a strike. You lean forward as the intensity builds. They lack professional training, clearly visible from their childish fighting. It's just two desperate individuals attempting to claim a prize they should never have been invited to pursue, judging by their performances. You take some sips as the confrontation continues slowly. Then something unexpected happens. Player 456 takes an advantage. He immobilizes 218 on the ground. The knife remains firmly in his grasp. One additional movement would conclude the event, but he pauses. He hesitates. You blink behind your mask, surprised. He speaks, sounding tinny through the speakers. Understanding his exact words isn't necessary. His tone reveals everything. He wants to quit the competition. He offers the other contestant an opportunity to vote. He attempts to end things peacefully. Such actions are unprecedented, to say the least. You've never seen someone retain enough of their humanity to try something like this. You lean in, fascinated by the inner workings of this man's strange mind. No contestant has attempted anything like that before. They typically give in and become eager to complete the challenge at all costs, to claim the reward. But this one, he demonstrates something else, a deeper belief. Player 218 rejects the offer, grabbing a blade, and you expect him to go for the kill, but he self-eliminates instead. What? How could this be? Player 456 collapses to his knees. His expression lacks any form of joy. He appears to be devastated. You lean back in the seat gradually, making the connection that the two must have been friends long before their deaths. The screen darkens. You remain seated momentarily as you turn around you to see no friend of your own, merely associates, if that. A familiar heaviness ents the atmosphere, the distinctive weight that always comes to you after a reminder of your success. Yes, you're above them all, but to get it, you sacrificed everything and everyone you loved. Yet these nobodies, full of debt and leeching off society, were able to maintain a sense of connection and camaraderie even in a duel to the death. It defies everything you know. It reminds you how lonely life is when you're in the uber-successful layers of society. Then you rise, unwilling to reflect on this to deploy outside of your suite. You retrace the familiar path through the corridor. Back in your room, the temperature feels lower than before. Your luggage stands prepared. Your tablet pulses gently on the nightstand. You retrieve it. Only the slightest hesitation before you select confirm. Your helicopter gets prepared as you prepare for the trip, trying to push away the memories of family abandoned for your business endeavors. You remove the mask and return it to its protective case. As your private aircraft ascends, the island vanishes beneath you. The structures, the competition arena, the ocean, all transforming into indistinct patterns of gray and black. You don't maintain visual contact for long, and as you look away, you also bury your loneliness once more. You contemplate player 456 again, the final contestant, the one who nearly ruined the game. There will invariably be many new contestants for him to witness the downfalls of. Always more competitions. Always someone prepared to accept defeat. Always a way to justify your decisions. You rest your head against the seat as the helicopter picks up speed, forgetting all the details. The only relevant fact is that the game ended, and soon another will commence, and another after that. And through it all, you will enter your suite alone, unable to undo your many cruel actions in life, unable to truly live with them peacefully. The price of being a VIP. So this has been a look at what it'd be like to live as a VIP for a day. What do you think?
Is it a fate worse than being a pink guard? If you don't know what their lives are like, check that video out here and subscribe for more Squid Game videos and theories.